Hey guys, Mexico's ambassador tells me that the U.S. can follow its policies, but Mexico will as well.
We have an obligation.
Ambassador of Mexico Esteban Moctezuma recognizes the controversies over the past year when it comes to immigration policies. Syracuse University researchers say about 98% of those being deported this last fiscal year didn't take part in alleged criminal activity besides entering the U.S. illegally. Now in Oklahoma, that's slightly less, at about 94%.
Do you think it's fair that so few of those being deported are actually for criminal charges?
We are very aware that this process is in the margins of the international and national law and human rights also.
But at the same time,
we also have to be aware that all the Mexican rights are on place. We have a convention that is called the Vienna Convention.
Meaning Mexico also has a right and obligation to protect its citizens living or detained by the U.S., including situations like what happened at this gas station back in early April. ICE says 26 women were getting transported from a Texas ICE facility over to Watonga. They stopped in El Reno because witnesses say the bus didn't have AC, ending with 3 women sent to the hospital.
The women were overheated and they had to get medical care and then go to another facility. And is that something that Mexico's concerned about?
Yes, we're concerned about anything related with our migratory population, regardless their status. Many times there are issues not in the detention centers, but in the transits. And we are very aware of that.
Moctezuma says just yesterday in D.C., he met with ICE to talk about these issues, as well as communication, and lack thereof, between detainees and their families.
To ask them for permanent information about every national that they have in their facilities, in order to give all this information to the families.
That's still in the works, but for now, Moctezuma brought up how he wants relationships between the two countries to remain well, and he's confident it will.
Of course, there are always issues. We have been 203 years with bilateral relations, diplomatic relations, and I'm sure that the next 203 years will be much better than the last ones.
And Moctezuma also met with Governor Kevin Stitt today, and they talked about strengthening the relationships between Mexico and Oklahoma and possible trade agreements in the future. I have those details right now, that story on KOCO.com if you want to check it out. For now, live in Oklahoma City, Chantal Navarro, KOCO 5 News.